Kurt Russell is a true Hollywood icon. He started as a child actor and became a top action hero, winning hearts with his charm and talent. Yet, behind the fame and the roles, there is a deep love story that most people aren't aware of. Now, at 73, Kurt has been more open to sharing it. Today, we will dive deeper into his love life and reveal a side of him that is far from his roles in the spotlight. Early life. Kurt Vogel Russell was born in Springfield, Massachusetts on March 17, 1951. His mom, Louise, was a dancer, and his dad, Bing, was a well-known actor, famous for playing Deputy Clem Foster on the TV show Bonanza. Growing up in a family that was deeply involved in show business, Kurt got introduced to acting at a very young age. When he was still a kid, his family moved to California, and he went to Thousand Oaks High School. Even though he loved baseball and wanted to make a career out of it, life had other plans for him, steering him towards acting instead. Early steps into acting. Kurt Russell's acting career started when he was just 11. In 1962, he appeared on TV for the first time in the show Dennis the Menace. Though it was a small part, it was the start of a long and successful career. That same year, Kurt also appeared in an episode of the popular Western series The Virginian, making his presence known in the TV industry. Between 1963 and 1965, Kurt kept adding to his acting resume with various TV roles. He guest starred in several shows like The Fugitive, The Man from UNCLE, Gunsmoke, and Gilligan's Island. These roles were mostly small, but they helped him gain experience and recognition in Hollywood. Kurt's major break came in 1966 when he signed a 10-year deal with Walt Disney Studios. This made him one of the top child actors of that time. His first big role with Disney was in the movie Follow Me Boys, where he played Whitey. The film was a hit and showcased Kurt's talent to a larger audience. After the success of Follow Me Boys, Kurt starred in more Disney movies. In 1968, he played Private Willie Prentice in the World War II comedy drama The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band. That same year, he was in The Horse in the Gray Flannel Suit. These roles made him a prominent young actor in the Disney family. In 1969, Kurt starred in the Disney film The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. This movie was particularly successful and led to 2 sequels, making Kurt a well-known face in family entertainment. His role as Dexter Riley, a college student with superhuman intelligence, was widely praised and showed his versatility as a young actor. Transitioning to adult roles. As Kurt Russell transitioned from a child actor to an adult, he kept working with Disney. In 1971, he starred in The Barefoot Executive, playing a young man who finds out that a chimpanzee can pick successful TV shows. This movie was another hit for Disney and showed Kurt's range as an actor. In the early 1970s, Kurt started taking on more mature roles. In 1973, he played Ray Ferris in Charlie and the Angel. This period was the start of his change from being a Disney child star to a more versatile actor, able to take on different roles. Kurt's contract with Disney ended, closing a chapter in his career. His last film with Disney during this time was Superdad, 1973, where he continued to win over audiences with his familiar, wholesome charm. Despite his success, Kurt wanted to move beyond his Disney image and prove he could be a serious actor with a wide range of roles. A major turning point in Kurt's career came in 1979 when he starred as Elvis Presley in the TV movie Elvis, directed by John Carpenter. This biographical film was both a critical and commercial success. Kurt's portrayal of Elvis was widely praised, earning him an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lead Actor in a limited series or a special. This role proved Kurt could handle more mature and demanding roles. The success of Elvis also started a fruitful collaboration between Kurt and John, leading to several iconic films in the following years. Kurt's first major collaboration with John after Elvis was the 1981 cult classic Escape from New York. In this dystopian action film, Kurt played Snake Plissken, a tough, one-eyed ex-soldier turned criminal tasked with rescuing the President of the United States from a maximum security prison in Manhattan. The film was a commercial success and established Kurt as a leading man in the action genre. Snake Plissken became an iconic character, and the role remains one of Kurt's most memorable performances. Continuing his collaboration with John, Kurt starred in the 1982 science fiction horror film The Thing. Kurt played R.J. MacReady, a helicopter pilot at a remote Antarctic research facility that encounters a shape-shifting alien. Though initially met with mixed reviews, The Thing has since become a cult classic and is now considered one of the greatest horror films ever made. Kurt's performance was central to the film's tension and success. In 1983, Kurt showcased his dramatic acting skills in Silkwood, directed by Mike Nichols. The film was based on the true story of Karen Silkwood, a worker at a plutonium processing plant who died under mysterious circumstances after investigating safety violations. Kurt played Drew Stevens, the boyfriend of Meryl Streep's character, Karen. The film was a critical success, earning several Academy Award nominations, and Kurt's performance was praised for its depth and sensitivity. In 1986, Kurt teamed up again with John for the action comedy Big Trouble in Little China. Kurt played Jack, a truck driver who gets caught up in a supernatural fight in San Francisco's Chinatown. The movie mixed martial arts, fantasy, and comedy. Although it didn't do well at the box office when it first came out, it has since become a cult classic. In 1987, Kurt starred with Goldie Hawn in the romantic comedy Overboard, directed by Gary. The film was about a wealthy, spoiled woman, played by Goldie, who loses her memory. Kurt's character, a working-class carpenter, convinces her she's his wife. The movie showed Kurt's comedic talent and his great chemistry with Goldie. It got mixed reviews at the time, but has since become a fan favorite for its charm and humor. Kurt continued to take on different roles with the 1988 crime thriller Tequila Sunrise, directed by Robert Towne. He starred with Mel Gibson and Michelle Pfeiffer, playing Nick, a cop tangled in a web of drug trafficking and romance. The movie got generally good reviews, with critics praising the performances, including Kurt's role as a conflicted lawman. In 1989, Kurt starred alongside Sylvester Stallone in the action comedy Tango and Cash. Kurt played Lieutenant Gabriel Cash, a Los Angeles cop who gets framed for murder, along with Sylvester's character, Lieutenant Raymond Tango. Despite a difficult production and mixed reviews, Tango and Cash was a box office hit and became a cult favorite for its over-the-top action scenes and the chemistry between Kurt and Sylvester. Kurt took on a serious role in Ron's 1991 film Backdraft, which focused on Chicago firefighters. He played Steven, a veteran firefighter facing personal and professional challenges. The film was both a commercial and critical success, praised for its realistic firefighting scenes and special effects. Kurt's intense performance was highly noted, proving his ability to handle serious drama. In 1992, Kurt starred in the comedy Captain Ron, playing the easygoing, quirky boat captain who takes a family on a Caribbean trip. The film had moderate success, and Kurt's comedic role was well received, showing his humor in various roles. One of Kurt's most famous roles came in 1993 with the western Tombstone. He played Wyatt, the legendary lawman, leading a star-studded cast including Val Kilmer as Doc. Tombstone was a commercial success and received good reviews for its performances and action scenes. Kurt's portrayal of Wyatt was highly praised, cementing his status as a top Hollywood actor. The film has since become a Western classic. In 1994, Kurt starred in the sci-fi film Stargate, directed by Roland Emmerich. He played Colonel Jack, a military officer leading a team through a mysterious portal to another world. Stargate was a box office hit and became the foundation for a popular franchise, including several TV series. Kurt's performance as the tough, no-nonsense Colonel Jack was a key part of the film's appeal. Kurt kept his streak of action hits going with Executive Decision in 1996. He played Dr. David Grant, an intelligence analyst who has to save a hijacked plane carrying deadly nerve gas. The movie got a lot of praise for its intense plot and strong acting. Kurt's role as an ordinary guy who steps up to be a hero added a lot to the story. In 1998, Kurt took on a sci-fi role in Soldier, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. He played Sergeant Todd 3465, a genetically engineered soldier left behind on a waste planet by the military. Even though the movie's concept was big, it got mixed reviews and didn't do well at the box office. But Kurt's tough, physical performance stood out. He barely spoke, yet he showed deep emotion through his actions, proving his dedication to the role. Continued success in the 2000s. By 2001, Kurt was starring with Kevin Costner in the crime thriller 3,000 Miles to Graceland. The movie was about a group of ex-cons planning a casino heist during an Elvis impersonator convention. The unique idea didn't impress critics, and it flopped at the box office. Despite this, Kurt's energetic and stylish performance as Michael Zane, one of the thieves, was noted and highlighted his versatility. In 2004, Kurt had one of his best roles in the sports drama Miracle. He played Herb Brooks, the coach of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team, known for their shocking win over the Soviet Union, dubbed The Miracle on Ice. His portrayal was praised for its realness and emotional depth, capturing the determination and leadership of the coach. The film was a big hit with critics and audiences, securing Kurt's reputation as a versatile and talented actor. In 2005, Kurt was in the family superhero film Sky High, playing Steve Stronghold, aka the Commander, a famous superhero and father of the main character. The movie was a hit for its fun take on the superhero genre, and Kurt's performance added a charming and authoritative vibe. Sky High became popular with younger viewers, showing Kurt's wide appeal. Kurt played Robert Ramsey in the 2006 disaster film Poseidon, a remake of the 1972 movie The Poseidon Adventure. The story followed passengers trying to survive after a rogue wave flips their cruise ship. Despite its star-studded cast and special effects, Poseidon got mixed reviews and didn't do well at the box office. Still, Kurt's portrayal of a determined and resourceful father stood out. In 2007, Kurt Russell starred in Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof, part of the double feature Grindhouse. He played Stuntman Mike, a charming yet psychotic stunt driver who uses his death-proof car to terrorize women. The film, a nod to 1970s exploitation movies, had Tarantino's sharp dialogue and intense action. Kurt's performance was praised for its menacing charm and physicality, making Stuntman Mike one of his most memorable roles. This role showed Kurt's knack for playing darker, complex characters. In 2013, Kurt Russell took on a comedic role in The Art of the Steal, a Canadian crime comedy. He played Crunch Calhoun, a motorcycle stuntman and art thief planning one last heist. The film got mostly positive reviews, with critics loving Kurt's charming and funny performance, which really stood out among the cast. One of the highlights of Kurt's career in the 2010s was his role in the 2015 horror western Bone Tomahawk, directed by S. Craig Zahler. Kurt played Sheriff Franklin Hunt, leading a rescue mission to save people from cannibalistic cave dwellers. The film was praised for mixing horror and western elements well, and Kurt's portrayal of the tough and determined sheriff earned him a lot of praise. In the same year, Kurt teamed up again with Quentin Tarantino for the western The Hateful Eight. He played John the Hangman Ruth, a bounty hunter transporting a fugitive. The film, known for its intense story and great cast, was both a commercial and critical hit. Kurt's complex portrayal of the bounty hunter was a standout, showing his skill in playing larger-than-life characters with depth. Switching things up, Kurt starred as Santa Claus in Netflix's holiday films The Christmas Chronicles, released in 2018, and its sequel, The Christmas Chronicles 2, which was released later in 2020. His unique and charismatic take on Santa was a hit, making the movies family favorites. His performance alongside Goldie Hawn, who played Mrs. Claus, was especially enjoyable and added a personal touch to the films. In 2017, Kurt joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe with a role in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2, directed by James Gunn. He played Ego the Living Planet, the celestial father of Chris Pratt's character, Star-Lord. Kurt's performance was praised for its mix of charm and menace, adding complexity to the character. The film was a blockbuster hit, further boosting Kurt's profile and introducing him to a new generation of fans. In 2019, Kurt worked with Quentin Tarantino again in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He played Randy Miller, a stunt coordinator, and also served as the film's narrator. The movie, a nostalgic look at 1960s Hollywood, got critical acclaim and many awards. Kurt's role, though smaller, added authenticity to Tarantino's world. His narration helped tie the story together, showing his appeal and versatility. In 2021, Kurt appeared in F9: The Fast Saga, the ninth film in the Fast and Furious series. He returned as Mr. Nobody, a government agent helping the main characters. His role in this action-packed franchise showed his continued relevance in action films, adding another successful project to his long career. In 2023, Kurt took on a significant role in the Apple TV Plus series Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. Set in the Monsterverse, the series looks at the aftermath of Godzilla's battle with the Titans and the secretive organization's investigation into their origins. Kurt's involvement in this ambitious series highlights his ongoing presence in major entertainment franchises and his ability to adapt to changing cinematic landscapes. Personal and love life. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, Kurt's life was changing a lot. He married actress Susan Hubley in 1979. They met while filming Elvis. In 1980, they had a son, Boston, but by 1983, they divorced. In the same year, Kurt met Goldie Hawn while filming the movie Swing Shift. Their meeting was memorable. Kurt, feeling really hungover at the audition, made a blunt comment about Goldie's figure. Instead of being awkward, it started a conversation, and they clicked right away. Their first date was far from normal. After swing dancing at the Playboy Club in LA, they went to check out a house Goldie was renovating. They ended up breaking into the house, and their night got passionate in an imaginary bedroom. The police showed up, so they fled to a hotel room to continue their date in peace. After this wild start, Kurt and Goldie fell in love. Goldie had 2 kids, Oliver and Kate, from her previous marriage to Bill Hudson. She was impressed by how naturally Kurt bonded with her kids. Goldie later told People he was amazing with them. He was such a natural. On July 10, 1986, Kurt and Goldie had their first child together, a son named Wyatt. Wyatt joined their blended family, including Oliver, Kate, and Boston. This time was full of joy and family growth for Kurt and Goldie. In 1987, Kurt and Goldie showed their on-screen chemistry in the romantic comedy Overboard. Fans loved the film because of their natural connection. On March 29, 1989, they went together at the Oscars. Their playful banter about marriage was memorable. Goldie joked, "Is that a proposal?" And Kurt replied, "We'll talk about that later tonight." The audience loved their chemistry. On September 18, 1996, Kurt supported Goldie at the premiere of her movie, The First Wives Club. They attended with their kids. Kurt, always being there for Goldie's premieres, showed their strong bond and support for each other. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, Kurt balanced his work and personal life well. His relationship with Goldie stayed strong as they raised their son Wyatt. Wyatt later tried acting and professional hockey. Kurt and Goldie became known as an iconic Hollywood couple, famous for their lasting relationship even without marrying. On January 8, 2004, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn became grandparents. Goldie's daughter, Kate Hudson, welcomed her first child, Ryder Russell Robinson, with her then-husband, Chris Robinson. Kate had always wanted kids early, so they could spend a lot of time with their grandparents. This new addition brought a lot of joy to Kurt and Goldie's lives. On May 31, 2006, Kurt and Goldie attended the premiere of Poseidon in Italy. They flew out for the event. Kurt even kissed Goldie, showing his support and affection. Their presence at such events showed their strong relationship to the public. A lasting relationship. As Kurt moved into the 2010s, his personal life stayed steady and fulfilling. He continued to share his life with Goldie, his partner for many decades. They enjoyed being grandparents and doting on their blended family, including their son Wyatt Russell, who also became an actor. Kurt and Goldie often shared glimpses of their family life on social media, showing their strong bonds and the joy they found in being grandparents. Goldie Hawn celebrated her 71st birthday on November 19, 2016, with a lavish party at Catch LA, a Hollywood hotspot. Kurt was by her side, carrying a large present and sharing in the joyous occasion. Their daughter Kate shared a touching Instagram post highlighting a special gift Russell had made for Hawn, a new fireplace in their home, symbolizing their family's love and connection. Goldie expressed her pride in Kurt at the premiere of Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2 on April 2017. Attending the Hollywood premiere together, Goldie praised Kurt's work in the film, showing their mutual support and admiration for each other's careers. In May 2017, Goldie and Kurt were honored with stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The ceremony was emotional, with Kurt giving a heartfelt speech to Goldie, expressing his love and appreciation. Their stars were placed next to each other. In an interview with People, Goldie talked about the key to their lasting romance. She emphasized love, gratitude, compassion, family, fun, laughs, and sex as essential elements. She stressed the importance of nurturing the relationship and cherishing each other. The family welcomed another grandchild on October 2, 2018, when Kate gave birth to Ronnie Rose with Danny Fujikawa. Goldie and Kurt often doted on their grandchildren, sharing their joy and pride on social media. They had 7 grandchildren in total, each bringing more happiness to their lives. On March 17, 2019, Kurt celebrated his 68th birthday in Maui with Goldie. They shared a fun video on Instagram, showcasing their loving relationship. Goldie's heartfelt birthday message expressed her deep affection for Kurt. In a December 2020 interview with People, Goldie and Kurt opened up about their lasting love and decision not to marry. They believe in the importance of wanting to be together while maintaining independence within their relationship. Goldie noted that their love and commitment were more important than formalizing their union through marriage. In a March 2023 interview with Variety, Kurt and Goldie discussed their relationship and why they chose not to marry. They focused on what worked for them and their family's well-being, rather than conforming to societal expectations. During an interview with CNN's Chris Wallace, Goldie talked more into why she and Kurt never tied the knot. She candidly discussed the challenges of divorce and talked about the importance of maintaining independence and making daily decisions about their relationship. In an appearance on SiriusXM's Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, Goldie revealed the moment she knew Kurt was the one. She recalled being deeply touched by his devotion to family, which deepened her love and commitment to him. Kurt's support and love for Goldie and their family remained constant throughout their relationship, holding their status as one of Hollywood's most beloved couples.